Hey everybody, if you're going to be growing indoors, you got to make sure you have yourself a good exhaust system. Today we're going to show you how to set one up. Here's what we're going to need to get started. An AC Infinity 4-inch inline fan, AC Infinity carbon filter, and our AC Infinity 4-inch ducting. Today I'm also going to use a couple sets of AC Infinity rope hangers to replace a couple of the straps. We're going to be using our AC Infinity 2x4 tent for the exhaust system today. Today we'll be using the AC Infinity 4-inch inline fan. It's the T-Series model. We're going to go ahead and unbox the fan here. The instruction manual. Controller 69 Pro. Your straps and attachments, your hose clamps, humidity probe, and the 4-inch inline fan. Now that we got our fan out, we're going to go ahead and get it hung. Here's where these rope hangers are going to come into play. We're going to use our rope hangers and make some loops around the ends here, this side and this side. You want to make sure that you have this fan sucking in and blowing out whichever direction you're going to hook your exhaust through. All right, now that we got the fan in there and hung up, we're going to go ahead and unbox the filter. Hey everybody, if you hung with this far, I'd like you to hit this like and subscribe button. Now that we got the filter out, we're going to go ahead and get the straps hung up to it using these here. Now since we're just using this for a quick demo setup, I'm not going to secure it, the filter to the fan, but normally I would use this here tape to give it a good secure airtight connection. Next we're going to install our ducting. Today I chose to cut it into a couple shorter pieces and I'll show you why. We're going to take one end of the ducting and we're going to connect it to the fan here using this here hose clamp. Now that we have everything hung up in here, we're going to run a couple of the wires real fast. So now that we got everything hung up in here, we're going to take this ducting, we're going to run it out of our tent because we want to get all the hot air we can out of the tent. Now I'm going to finish running a couple of the wires up over here get them out of the way and keep it nice and tight in here. All right, now that we got all our rope hangers and our wires ran to where we want them to go, we're gonna go ahead and install them into this Controller 69 Pro. Now this thing's magnetic, so if you don't want to, you really don't have to worry about installing the screws. I installed a couple here just in case we wanted to, because you can connect them through these two holes here. But this whole thing is magnetic, so anywhere on the plate it will connect is fine. We'll hook our fan into controller port 1. Then next, we'll connect our humidity gauge. To get power to our controller 69, one of our other devices have to power it. So we're gonna go ahead and plug in the fan. Now that we have power to our controller, you can set it to run on 3 different ways. You can either have it run off the temperature and humidity, you can just turn it off or on, or you can have it run on a timer. This fan also has 10 different speeds on it, so you can set to what speed you want it as it comes on. Now that we have this duct exhausting all of our hot air out of the tent, we want to take the other part of the duct that I cut earlier, and we're going to run it through the bottom hole of the tent here, so we can keep cool air coming in. Now you want to run a couple curves on the outside of this just to make sure you don't let any light in. But there's a lot less chance of light coming in through this than there is through these vents that are already built in. This video I'm only installing one of these ducts down here, but normally I'd install one in both of these holes because we want as much fresh air coming in the tent as we can get. All right, now that everything's set up, let's go ahead and fire it up. Now we got all of our hot, stinky air filtering through this here carbon filter, and it's gonna run right out of the tent, but when it comes out, it's gonna smell nice and fresh. Now we'll close up the tent, and with that drawing that hot air out of the tent and drawing this cool, fresh air in through the bottom, you should see some nice negative air pressure. And there you have it. It's that easy to set up your own exhaust system. Get all that hot, stinky, stale air out of your tent and get that nice, fresh, cool air coming into your tent.